You know how, when you're playing an arcade style game, you get to a point where you think, oh, that's what they're doing. I get it, that's what this is about. Normally it's a sign that the game is doing something good, that you've passed through merely surviving to actually playing the game. And it's glorious. But let's start from the beginning. The Master System is blessed with a lot of new physical releases, 13 years after Sega's last support for the machine. We've covered the 2021 and 2022 coding competitions from SMS Power on this channel, and the depth in development quality there is always impressive. Proving that is a 2020 entry from Dr. Ludos. Dangerous Demolition finished only 9th in that competition, entered as an early version for the Game Gear. But in the 2 years since, Ludoscience has upgraded it and filled it out into a more complete proposition, and it now has a full box and cartridge release for the big boy through French publisher Cote Games. Add a couple of Sega logos and I could probably fool you into thinking this was from 1992. It's weird. It was only a month or two back we ran into Bunny Bricks on the Amiga, and I had two major issues with its existence. One, that it was a commercial release of Breakout, something there were approximately 11 billion other versions of, often free. Two, that it messed with the formula of an essentially very simple game and thus made it worse in every possible way. You see, what you come to realise about 4 seconds into playing Dangerous Demolition is that it's Breakout. The simple level 1 will do. You've got a brick, a ball, and a bat. The bat though is a dude with a gun. If you shoot the ball, it activates, turning red and bouncing around the screen. Destroy the blocks, win the level. The cartridge commendably has a save system and will record your best time across play sessions. In arcade mode it proceeds as per, with 30 ever increasingly complex levels of bricks and multiple balls on screen at once. The peril is that you have to avoid the balls yourself, but in direct contrast to your mum, taking a ball to the face is game over. There are 3 special blocks as the included instructions show. The keyholes, which you need to shoot to destroy, the blue shiny ones that can't be destroyed, and the skulls, which must not be destroyed. But otherwise, this is basically mobile Breakout, and it's already a charming concept. The game is filled with close calls, especially once there are multiple balls in play, as you run around the level trying to avoid them. The game uses an infinite continues one life approach. Getting hit resets the level, but you can have as many goes as you like. The real goal here is time. At this point you might notice a drawback. Chaos is a ladder, and your finish time is largely affected by where the balls happen to bounce, especially when there's only a couple of blocks left. To a degree, of course, this is a problem in Breakout itself as well. But this is where the revelation I mentioned in the first paragraph happens, because Demolition's remaining feature is the one that makes it. You can shoot the red balls again to direct them. To do so though, you're going to need to get in their way. The risk-reward mechanic is one of deciding whether to get in position to redirect a ball as another 3 head straight for you, and you realise that your class is weak against ball in the groin damage. So every short level becomes a calculation. Where do you put yourself? Is this worth trying to intervene? Do you risk death? And if it goes wrong, restarting happens instantly, as it should in any arcade game. It's a beautiful thing, and you instantly want to swear revenge when you screw something up. And if you do screw something up, it is always you and not the game, because the controls are spot on, or as spot on as they can be in a game that doesn't support twin stick. It's rare I see a pure arcade game that's a genuinely new concept, but this has evolved beyond Breakout and its clones to be an entirely new thing. Speed Psycho Breakout. It's a shooter. It's a bat and ball game. It's dodgeball. It's Dangerous Demolition. It's an attractive package too. I'm showing you arcade mode here, and that's a full game in itself. The only thing I'd really like is some method of an overall score for a go. Perhaps via a Marble Madness or arcade racing game times checkpoint system. It wouldn't affect the easygoing nature of retrying, because there's also a standalone time attack that lets you play any level over and over, rather than the sequential nature of arcade. But there's 2 more modes. Survival throws procedurally generated hell levels at you forever, and no one cares about your time, you just have to not die. This does break the gameplay slightly, in that the risk-reward mechanic goes out the window and just hiding is often the order of the day, but that's not easy in levels as busy as these. The final mode is as simple as it gets. Dodge. This is the one you could give your 3-year-old. The goal is simple: avoid the balls for as long as possible, and on a sheer technical basis, this is the impressive bit. The Master System has a limit to the number of sprites on screen at once before you risk things going wrong. It's 8. As you can see, this breaks right through that barrier, which means they're doing some rather clever coding. Even so, the Master System's tendency to have moving objects start flickering when you take the piss this much is not present at all. It's a simple package this, but it's an incredibly comprehensive one while also retaining pure arcade thrills, and the absolute draw of having one more go forever. It looks like it's simple technically, but it's doing a hell of a lot with a machine not entirely suited to this kind of thing. It's addictive, it's quick, it's an absolute bloody gem of a game. If this had been sold in a box 30 years ago, I suspect it would have picked up some very complimentary reviews, and so should it. This is the best Master System release since Flight of Pigorus, and dare I say it, might have more longevity than even that.